Yeah, as Jim, the game guru today. Get some wits and wagers. The game where you have trivia mixed with a little bit of gambling. This one is the Vegas edition. It's Vegas, baby. And this one, there's different versions of this game. There's kind of like a general version, and then this being a themed version of Vegas, it actually has a felt playing area that kind of looks like a table you'd see at Vegas where the people gamble and bet. I'm not a huge gambling and betting kind of person. I do have some brother-in-laws that are huge into gambling, and every time I hear them, when they come around, like, over under parlay, blah blah blah, and I never ever ever understand what's going on. But this has got some gambling mixed into it with the trivia, and it's not deep gambling. It's basically just putting answers down on a board and with odds. So kind of like this, these spaces have odds to win, and you can either put down, like, I think my question is going to be the answer is going to be on a red, or a black's going to win, or one of these spaces where you have like 3-to-1 odds, 4-to-1 odds, 5-to-1 odds, or whatever. So the game is anywhere from 5 players and up. And if you end up playing with more than 7 people, you'll actually divvy up into teams. So, like, say you had 14 people. This is being a party game. If you had 14 people, you'd probably do 2 people per team and use all 7 boards. So you have 7 boards, and you give each person a board. And on their boards, they would write down their answer. So they could, like, write down 2, 10, whatever it is. 60, 90, 100, 150. I don't know, make this one 255 or something crazy. They would do that in private. Each team or each person playing would end up having one of these markers. They write down on their board in private, and then when they go ahead and they throw down their answers, they're going to do it face down. So it's face down on the board. No one knows what the answers are. And then when you're ready to play the round, there are 7 rounds in total in this game. They would flip up the game pads. And then what you do is you order them. You put them in order on guesses. So this one was 255, 150, 210, 60, 90, 100. So you put them in order on what you think of the actual the numbers of the guesses, the answer to the trivia question. Every team or player ends up having starter chips. You start off the game with 2 $1 chips where they can end up betting. The nice thing about this game is that maybe whatever. So the colors of the tokens of the chips will actually match the player board color, so you know whose chips are whose. The nice thing about this game is that you don't have to be 100% right on your answer. So if you write down an answer and then everything flips over and you're like, whoa, like, I may be way off, dude, then you can actually bet on what you think is the right answer to the question. The starter chips, you never lose. There are more chips that come in this game. All the chips are cardboard kind of tokens. I wish they were a little bit I wish they were actually nicer than cardboard. I wish they were actually like real kind of poker chip style feel to them. I think that would have been really cool. And then when the person wins the actual answer to the question, in Price is Right style. So you remember that, the opening part of Price is Right, where you have like hey, how much do you think this product is? Well, you have to be the closest to the answer without going over. That is the correct answer. So you don't need to know exact. You don't need to think, oh, who actually put down the right answer to this. It's who got the closest without going over. Now, the game goes through 7 rounds, and these chips over here you see on the right side, they are bonus chips that the player with the right answer, based on the color of the board, right, or team with the right answer, gets a bonus chip for getting closest to the answer. So not only would people win based on their chips that they put down, So let's say if I had won 3 chips previously or whatever, I can put here, here, or something, right? Not only would you get the winnings from putting your chips down on the right answer, but you could also get the bonus chips if you actually were the one that came up with the closest answer to the trivia question. The bonus chips do go up, so it's only $1 for the first round, and then the second round is $2, third round is $3, fourth $4, etc. So as you go in each round, these bonus chips will get awarded to somebody. Now, the only time that I've noticed that these chips don't get awarded is if all the guesses were way over, and then at that point we ended up when we played, we just put the money for the round back into the bank because no one got the answer right. There are different places, like I said earlier, you can do, okay, I think one of the black spots are going to win, one of the red spots, or I can put it on one of the slots to get higher odds of winning, or I could put it over here, all guesses too high, and sometimes this does end up winning. So he's got a trivia mixed with some kind of gambling, not very deep gambling. And the questions they're not simple questions. They're actually pretty challenging questions to go through. So like here's an example of one of the questions. In minutes, how long can an emperor penguin stay underwater? The answer to that is 22 minutes. The rounds do not go quickly, and I can actually get the cards here to show you how many questions come in the box. There's about, it's a nice little stack. It's about 100 and a little over 100 cards of questions. Now each card will end up having 2 questions. So what you do is you go through each question, all the blue ones, and then you cycle back through all the cards that you already went through, and you do all the pink ones. So that gives you a little over 200 questions to go through before you run out of questions. I feel like you can use any questions in this game because a lot of the gameplay in this game is going to be based on the gambling portion of it, like putting the answers down and putting your chips where you think the correct answer is. And with that, I think you can do any questions, even from the internet, from other games possibly too. I don't know if you have any other Trivia Pursuit games or anything out there. You could probably rip the questions out from there too. But this was a whole lot of fun. I ended up playing this at a lake house. We vacationed with my family, and we just had a blast with it. The rounds do not go quickly either. You'd think that, it's only 7 questions for the entire game, 7 rounds, 1 question per round. And you think, oh man, that probably blows through pretty quick. And it actually doesn't. It took a good, about 30 minutes or so. I'd say about 30-ish, to maybe 40 if people took a long time trying to guess an answer and figure out, where they want to put their chips. And the reason is because people need time to figure out, hey, what do I think is the right answer, and write it down. And you got to wait for everybody to put their guesses in. And then you got to wait for everybody to put their bets in. And then after the answer is revealed, then paying out all the winnings to the people in your group. So that actually, it consumes a little bit of time per question, like probably about 5 minutes per question or 10 minutes per question or whatever. To go through each round or through each round. And so that's it. That's all there is to this game. It's Wits and Wagers. You basically you have questions, you answer them, you bet on them, and it's a good time when you win. It's even a good time when you lose. Like the first game that I played this, I didn't win a single thing. The second game though, I won pretty big. My wife edged me out by a little bit on the second game, but actually I ended up winning some chips on the second game. The first game I didn't win a single chip, which was just hilarious. But I had a good time throughout the entire thing. Just, and then when you find out the answer, it's just like, wow, that was the answer? Holy cow. But yeah, this is Wits and Wagers. It runs about $35-ish. I don't like the felt that it came with. I mean, it looks nice from when you're looking at it, but the quality I feel like could have been a little better. And these are cardboard kind of chips. I wish these were actually not cardboard chips. They were for the for $35. I wish they were a little bit just nicer components. So with components, I wouldn't give this game a very high scoring. But as far as the fun aspect, it's really good. Yeah, so this is a different twist on trivia. So you're not just sitting around answering questions. I like how it's more engaging as far as, hey, I may not know the right answer, but somebody does, and I'm way off, and I can now put where I think my right answer is. Because I know sometimes with trivia games, if you're getting blown out because you're just getting the wrong questions, and you're just like, oh man, and just it's not a fun time sometimes. But with this, is a little more interaction, and I love that. It's a great game. I definitely highly recommend it. We had a great time with it. There's a bunch of chips that come with it. It's not too long of a game, but it's not really short either. So I think it hits right in that sweet spot there for party games. You can probably play 2 games and everyone will just have a blast. But that's it. It's Wits and Wagers, and it's the physical board game and trivia, and it's awesome. It runs about $35. And if you guys are new to this channel and you're into video games and board game stuff, please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.